Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a great little CSS hover effect that you can apply to any module, section or row of your website once you do it. I've got three little blurb boxes here. You may notice when I hover over them, they're going to grow, shrink back when we're done. Now we could go into each of these and do them individually, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to do a bit of coding so you can apply this to any module by just using a class name. If I roll down, I've applied it to this little blurb module down below, as you can see. And if people are mousing around your site and something like that happens, it gets their attention very quickly. Their eyeballs automatically go for it. So let's get started. I'm going to undo what we've done here and we'll get this done. Okay, I've undone that. Let's just refresh this page. Now when I hover over it, nothing's happening to these. Fantastic. To write this code today, we're going to go over to our customizer and the additional CSS panel. So it's down to the dashboard. You can either go to Appearance and then Customize, or we can go down to Divi, Theme Options. And if we roll down, make sure you're on the General tab. We've got a custom CSS panel down here, and it's exactly the same place as Appearance, Customize, and Additional CSS. So I'm going to drop down what I've got there. I'll show you what that code is in a minute. We'll do that in the next video. Always a good idea to give your code a title. It makes it a lot easier to find. To create a title, put / */ Anything that you write between the stars there will not be read as code. So let's call it module scale. Call yours what you want as long as you can understand what it means. This also makes it easier for people that if they edit the site behind you, makes it a lot easier than going through all this code. Okay, well I'm going to create a class name. All class names start with a dot or a period. I'm going to call mine scale, SCALE, MOD. That's my shorthand for scale module, and you can call yours what you want. I'm going to open and close some curly brackets here. When I say you can call it what you want, you can, but make sure there's nothing else with the same name. What we want to actually happen is when we hover over it, I'm going to make mine grow a little bit, as you saw in the initial. And the time it takes to actually go from being regular size to scale up is what we want to put in this class name here. So I'm going to use a bit of transition duration. Transition. And it's prompted us down here. It's okay to click on the prompt. I'm going to put a colon. The time I want it to take, I'm going to have mine about 3/4 of a second. So I'm going to say 0.75s. I'm going to put a semicolon on the back of there just in case we want to add another line. Now we want to actually create the scaling hover effect itself. To do that, I'm going to copy our class name, the dot. In fact, I'm going to copy all of this, that closing curly bracket there, Control C. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to paste it, Control V. Right at the end of our class name there, scale mod, with no gap. I'm going to put a colon and the word hover, H-O-V-E-R. We can create a hover effect now. Don't need that transition duration. We've already got it in our regular state. But I want it to scale up. So I'm going to use transform, colon, scale. Right at the end of the scale, I'm going to open some round brackets. No gap there at the end of the scale. And I want to scale it up by about 10%. So that's 1.1. 2 would be 200%. 1.2 would be 20% bigger. 1 obviously is 100%. Great. And we'll put a little semicolon on the end of that also. Always put a semicolon. If you don't, it won't read the next line of code. We actually don't need one on these because it's the only one within, but it's a good habit to get into. Great. Well, that's actually all we need to do. And I'm not going to paste this down below because you can see it on screen. It's really easy. Save changes. Now we need to go back to our page or any page you want to apply this to. And don't have to put it on the same thing. Let's enable the visual builder here. And we'll go down. Let's perhaps put it on this blurb module that I've got at the top here. So we can go into the module, the dark tab. We'll go over to Advanced CSS IDs and Classes. It's a class name, so make sure you put it in the class name, not the ID. And it was Scale Mod. Well, I'm going to copy that so we can put it in other modules. Control C. If I hover over that now, it should actually scale. And as you can see, you can do it on rows. You don't have to do it on a module. We've got a row down below here. If I put it in that row, green tab for the row, advanced, CSS IDs and classes again. I'll paste that same class name in there. And any page you want. We hover over that row now, the whole thing's expanding. Great. We've got hover effects that we did in our last video for that one. If you want to, you can do it for a section. Won't show too much because you've only got one thing in that section. Let's put it in this section with these 3 call to actions in it. So if we click on the section, blue tab for the section, we can go in there, advanced CSS IDs and classes, paste it in, save it. That whole section, as you can see, is growing. And I'm sure you get the idea. Anything you want to put that animation on, just give it that class on any page, because we put it in our custom CSS. It'll work throughout the site. Let's make sure it's going to work on the front end. I'm going to hit the little purple button. We'll save jar. We'll exit the visual builder. And we put it on that top one. As you can see, when you take your mouse off, it's going to ease back, which is nice. And we put it on this row down below. And I've actually got another hover effect on this that we did in the last video, text to image and image to text there. I think we did it on this whole section, or was it the section below? Yeah, section below. As you can see, that's growing. Fantastic. And you get the idea. And if anybody's wondering why that navbar is changing color at the top, we did that a few videos ago. Somebody wanted to have a navbar that changed color, or a specific color when it got to a specific section. You can find that in our playlist down below. So there you go, guys. There's how to add a nice little CSS hover effect to any module, section, or row throughout your site. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Before I go, actually, that code that we saw in the options just down below here, that's actually for a little underline effect for our menu up here. We've got the active link turning blue and a little underline happening when you put your mouse over it. Again, really easy to do. We'll be doing that in the next video. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.